Our problem-solving technique this week is on managing units, units of measurement. It's not a difficult problem-solving technique, but it's an important one, and sometimes people can get confused working with these things. So here's our opening problem. A swimming pool is 4 feet deep, 20 yards wide, and 25 yards long. Water weighs 62.4 pounds per cubic foot. The pool is initially empty, and then water begins pouring in at a rate of 100 gallons per minute. Each gallon is 8.33 pounds. How long does it take the pool to fill? Now, three tips here. Don't just push all the numbers together and hope that the answer comes out. Sometimes students do that. They see numbers and they start doing things with them. Don't do that. And every time you do a calculation, be sure you know what the answer means. Sometimes students will say, okay, now I need to multiply these two things together, but why and what does it tell you? So if you don't know the meaning of the answer you get with every calculation you do, then you're not there yet, even if you stumbled on the right thing to do. And it's smart to plan ahead and break the problem into simpler subproblems. So if you haven't already, take a while to work on this before proceeding with the video. So here are the ways we're going to visually think about this problem to break it into subproblems. First, we're going to find the volume of the pool, and we're going to do that in cubic feet. Notice the dimensions have feet, yards, and yards, so we're going to have to do some conversion there. But we're going to find the volume in feet. And once we know the volume, we can figure out how many pounds of water are necessary to fill the pool, because we know that each cubic foot weighs 62.4 pounds. Once we know the number of pounds of water in the pool, we can find the number of gallons of water necessary, because each gallon weighs 8.33 pounds. And from there, we can figure out how many minutes it will take to fill the pool, because each minute 100 gallons comes in. So that's the plan. So volume first. The dimensions are 4 feet by 20 yards by 25 yards. So since each yard is 3 feet, that's 4 feet by 60 feet by 75 feet. So the volume, length times width times height, is 4 times 60 times 75, or 18,000 cubic feet. So that part is pretty simple. That's one of the good things about subproblems. Sometimes the subproblems are simple, and we don't get caught up in thinking too hard about the whole big problem. Well, now that we know that the volume is 18,000 cubic feet, and we know that each cubic foot weighs 62.4 pounds, well then easy, 18,000 cubic feet times 62.4 pounds for each cubic foot gives us 1,123,200 pounds. And you'll see a typo in my number there, but I believe the calculation is correct. Yep. So to fill the pool, we need 1,123,200 pounds of water. Okay, now each gallon is 8.33 pounds. Do we multiply or do we divide? Students often stumble here because they're not thinking hard enough about what it means and why it works. Every section, every group, every bit of 8.33 pounds of water represents 1 gallon. So what we're asking is, how many 8.33 poundses are there in 1,123,200? We need to divide. Every bit of water that weighs 8.33 pounds is 1 gallon, so we want to know how many of those there are in 1,123,200. And when we divide, we get 134,838 gallons. Well, now it's getting easy. Every minute 100 gallons enters the pool, so we need to figure out how many sets of 100 gallons are in the pool. That's division again. When we divide, we get 1,348 minutes. So there's our answer. The pool fills in 1,348 minutes. But wait. We need sensible units. If I ask you how old you are, you're not going to answer me in minutes and seconds. You're going to answer in years. So similarly, 1,348 minutes, well, how many hours is that? 60 minutes is in an hour, so we divide one last time. 1,348 minutes divided by 60 minutes per hour is 22.47 hours. So it takes about 22.5 hours to fill the pool. And we're done.